Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Studio Series Shockwave. First off, this is just a retool of the Siege Shockwave, and at first I was kind of against getting it. I was going to pass on it until I found out that they had specifically changed something in this one to attach to Bruticus, so I decided to get him because of that. And after having him for a little while, I do kind of understand why they just retooled him, but we will get into that. But we will start with a quick look at the box. We do have our nice wraparound art there of Shockwave, and we do have his space submarine mode here. And on this side, we do have his mugshot there. On the top, we just got names and logos. On the bottom, we just have our legal jargon. And on the back, we do have our product shots, our screen cap, and our one-line bio. And I don't remember this scene. Maybe it was one of those quick little snippets, but I don't remember that. It also has been a while since I watched the movie too, so anyway, that's it for the box. And we do get our lovely instruction booklet. So there is that. And moving on, here we have the figure himself. And he has been smoothed out to get that more cartoony aesthetic. Most of the tech greeble has been removed. He does still have some molded detail, as you can see here on the legs and whatnot. And he does come with a new accessory, which is a gun version of himself. It is completely unpainted, unfortunately, and there's no blast effect port either, which is a little bit of a bummer. But that does fit securely in his hand, or if you want to store it, you can put it in the 5mm ports on his back. You gotta put it a certain way because of the I'm guessing that's the clip, but because of that big part. But yeah, you can store it on his back if you want. And as usual, he does have some very nice light piping, some of the best light piping we've ever gotten. Does still have some nice chest details there. I think they've mostly left that unchanged. No, that is actually different because I got the Siege version here, with dramatic capture, and the big circular bit in the middle is definitely not there, so that's been changed. And since we're looking at it, let me when I got the dramatic capture Decepticon pack, I did not realize all these accessories were from the Centurion drone pack, because I was not collecting at the time that came out. I know that now. But yeah, you can see that this is an entirely new tooling. Got the cable on the back, whereas this has got an open slot. This one has a blast port, whereas this one doesn't. Longer handle, smaller undercarriage. This one does have the little targeting screen, even though it's just blank purple. But yeah, there's that. And take a quick tour through the articulation. His head is on a very nice ball joint. Get plenty of wiggly waggly there. We do get a full 360 at the arms, although this one does have the hose, so you kind of can't just do a full 360. You gotta switch it back to get the hose around. But the other arm can do a 360 unhindered. We do have a nice wrist rotation. Do have also wrist rotation on the blaster hand, so there's that. Do have a waist 360. Oh yeah, we do have a bicep swivel here as well. And of course the hose does unpeg, but that's more for transformation. But if for some reason you wanted to plug it in somewhere else, you can. The legs, we can kick that far forward and that far back. You can stretch the limbs out very far. We do get a hip swivel, and we do get a ratcheted knee joint, which is nice. So there is that 90 degrees knee bend. And then we do get a slight bit of ankle movement. So that's the articulation. And we'll do a couple of quick comparisons here. So, first of all, here he is with the Masterpiece Shockwave. See how he stacks up there. Here he is with the Armored Up Galaxy Man repaint. And one thing I've noticed is it seems like they've reissued and now retooled this guy several times, but they have not redone him with the armor. And I kind of wish they would, because I would like to get an armored version of the purple. Like, don't get me wrong, I like this version, but I would also like the original one. But it seems like they don't want to do that. Oh yeah, I should also mention that these are about $2 difference in price, at least at launch. I mean, this guy is a leader class, and this guy's a Voyager. But yeah, that's how much prices have gone up. They're like a $2 difference. And for our final comparison, here he is next to Megatron. And yeah, he is a bit short. I don't really love that he's so much shorter. It's not the end of the world, but I would prefer if he was taller. And going back to what I said previously about how I kind of understand why they just retooled him to, lose the greeble and give him that new tab to hook onto Bruticus when he is done. Because I can't really think of any major changes they could make to improve him. And the only thing that I can really think of is like making his feet fold up and hide a little better. But yeah, I don't really know what else they could do with him. He's pretty spot on. He's got a very straightforward transformation. I don't really see a lot of improvements they can make here, unlike Wheeljack and Sunstreaker, where I could think of like 10 off the top of my head. But yeah, I don't really know what they would improve. I mean, yeah, making him taller would be great, but I don't really know what else they would change, so I can understand why they didn't really want to make a whole new figure. But I don't know, maybe they will in the future. I mean, they probably will in the future. It's just a matter of when. But yeah, aside from his height, he's still very, solid for what he is. But yeah, there's that. So I think that's about everything for the robot mode. So let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. So first things first, we are going to take off the little gun version, and then we are going to untab the backpack and pull forward on the head and chest, fold his head away and close that back up, bring the arm, well, actually attach the hose first, then bring the arms up like so, and then we're going to bring this whole section up, and we do want to open up the big gray piece here. Come on, there we go. And then we will just bring these arms here and straighten this out, and make sure, actually, yeah, we'll make sure that these little tabs, which I don't think are on the original version. Yeah, no, those are new. These tabs here, right here on his elbows, are new, and they are going to slot into this big armature here. Just like that. Then we can close this up and fold out this little landing gear ski thingy. And then we are going to take his legs and rotate them 180 at the knees. Then we are going to unhook this panel here and bring it up and forward. Unhook this, bring it up and forward. And then we are going to collapse the legs. They're on a double hinge here. And come on, there we go. Collapse those over. and collapse those over. And then we're going to bring these together here. You can see there's a tab and a slot. And then we're going to bring this whole section here together as well. Fold out these little fins. And then we just want to tab this big tab into his tummy, like so. And then we can bring the hose up and plug it in like that. And then I just like to take this little gun and put it up here, like so. And there we have him in his submarine / not gun mode. So there you go. Put that down there. And for some comparisons here again, here he is with the dramatic capture version. So, and you can see how much they've smoothed out over the whole body. And they did remove the little bit of light piping that they put in the bridge area. Kind of wish they had left that in, but it is what it is. This is just a hollow piece of purple plastic, whereas this does have the silver paint on the back. So there's that. Yeah. And I think he's like a shade lighter than the dramatic capture version. Not much, just a tiny bit. The gray is definitely a little bit darker though. Yeah. But overall, it does look nice for a space submarine. So that. And for one more comparison, here he is next to generic Seeker. So there we go. Now there are a couple things to talk about before we wrap up. And again, this has been slightly changed so that he can hook onto Bruticus when that comes out. I will show that off in my Bruticus combination video because that's more relevant there. But we will take a quick look at the actual difference here because it is something to do with this section here. And it's a little bit hidden away, but it is this little tab right here, right here under his chest, right there. That is the main difference, because you can see they both have this tab here, so it's this that's supposed to hook him in. But there is actually something else that people have found while waiting for Bruticus to come around, and it's that you can actually hook both versions onto Devastator because of these two tabs right here. And I almost completely forgot to mention that this gun stores underneath. If you put handle in this port right here, it stores like that. But we are going to take that out for this. I almost just didn't want to forget to mention that. But you can hook them on to Devastator. We'll raise the camera up a little bit by putting these two tabs here over this little bit on hook, the little cabin. It's not a super secure connection because it's just kind of wedging along the sides, but you can have your giant submarine death ray on Devastator if you want it. And you can do that again with both versions because it's the tabs on the back. So just to show you that it works with both versions. But yeah, that is a thing you can do. And again, I will show the full combination when I do my Bruticus video. We're still waiting on Swindle to come out for that though. So it'll be a little while yet, but I will do it. But anywho, I think that's about it for this video. Not too much new to talk about here, you know, he's just a retool of the original version. So yeah, I think that's about all we have to say on this review, so I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.